Hello, nice to see you again on the Great Garden channel. If you grow a lot of orchids, it is inevitable that your orchids will rot due to bacteria or fungus, especially in this summer weather. In today's video, I will show you how to help your rotten orchids recover and grow quickly. You will no longer have to throw away your rotten orchids. The orchids will grow a lot of new roots and revive. In addition to American English, I also added subtitles in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the video more easily. Click on the gear icon in the right corner of the screen and choose the appropriate language. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect with each other from all over the world. The plants will always be healthy, and they will thank you with many beautiful flowers. First, we need to remove the rotten leaves. Then check if the roots are healthy. My orchid has all the roots damaged, so I will cut off the entire rotten part of the orchid. This root looks healthy, but it's actually rotten, so I'll cut it off. Keep only the two really healthy roots. Keep only two really healthy roots. These rotten parts need to be removed, otherwise it will spread very quickly and kill the whole plant. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe and hit the notification bell to support me and not miss any orchid care tips. Then, wash it with water, then dry it. I mix 1/2 teaspoon of lime powder into 1.5 liters of water. Then stir well to remove remaining bacteria and fungi. Lime water. Calcium hydroxide has many important effects in orchid care. It helps orchids become stronger, prevents and kills fungi, improves the substrate, and increases the ability to absorb nutrients. We use a cotton pad soaked in lime water, then wipe the top and bottom of the leaves. Lime is the secret to keeping plants disease-free, with strong roots and lush green leaves without the need for chemicals. Use a toothbrush to clean the orchid root area. This is where bacteria reside. Then we use cotton to dry the entire orchid. Take one aloe leaf, slice it, then put it in a plastic bowl. Add 1 liter of warm water. Add 1 teaspoon of honey. Stir well to dissolve the nutrients from the aloe vera gel and honey into the water. With only 2 natural, cheap, and readily available ingredients, honey and aloe vera, you have a safe, effective, and extremely benign orchid care duo. No chemicals, no toxicity, and extremely effective in disinfecting, stimulating roots, and restoring weak orchids. Soak the orchid in this water for 30 minutes. Then take it out and dry it. Apply toothpaste to the cut. This will help the cut heal faster and protect the orchid from rot. Then leave the orchid in a cool place for 1 day. Let the wounds heal. After 1 day, we proceed to clean the moss before replanting. This is cinnamon powder. Add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder to the glass jar. Then add 1 liter of boiling water. Stir well to dissolve the cinnamon powder in the water for use. Next, filter out the residue. Soak the moss in cinnamon water for 30 minutes. Then squeeze out all the water. After 1 day, the cut is dry, the orchid is ready to be replanted. Put the moss in a plastic cup. And then put the orchid in. These healthy roots will help the tree revive and quickly grow new roots. We punch a hole in the lid to allow air circulation. We punch a hole in this position. Put it in a cool place to wait for the orchid to grow roots. When the moss is dry, we will need to spray mist to maintain humidity. One month later. With this simple method, after 1 month, the orchid has grown roots. The roots grow very healthy. If you find it interesting, remember to subscribe to the channel to support me. Now, I will plant the plant in a pot so that the orchid can grow in the outside environment. Now, I will plant the plant in a pot so that the orchid can grow in the outside environment. However, before planting, we disinfect the orchid pot and growing medium. The simplest way is to use boiling water, which helps kill bacteria and fungi. Soak pine bark in boiling water for 30 minutes. Then proceed to replant. Use foam and a stick like this to help fix the orchid. Put pine bark in the pot. Spread a thin layer of moss on top. So we have finished planting 2 orchids. I hope my videos are useful to you. May your plant care bring you joy and great results. A few months later, they will grow healthy, and the roots have penetrated deep below. To prevent the orchid from rotting, do not water too much. If you find it interesting, remember to subscribe to the channel to support me. Hello everyone! It's great to see you again on the Great Garden channel. Let's help orchids bloom brightly all year round, grow healthy and well. Today I will share with you 2 completely new types of organic fertilizers. In addition to American English, I also added narration in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the video more easily. Click on the gear icon in the right corner of the screen and choose the appropriate language. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect with each other from all over the world. If you are new, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any tips on growing and caring for orchids. Without further ado, let's get started. I use rice to make fertilizer for orchids. Put 2 tablespoons of rice in a jar. Add 0.5 liters of boiling water. Cover and let it sit for 1 hour to let the nutrients dissolve into the water. After 1 hour, stir the solution well. Then filter to get the clear water. Next is pure honey. Add 2 teaspoons of honey to the jar. Stir well until the honey is completely dissolved in the solution. Continue to dilute with 2.5 liters of water to get liquid fertilizer for orchids. Method 1. Pour the solution into a spray bottle and spray it on the leaves and roots of each orchid pot. This helps to wash away dirt and repel harmful insects, helping to protect the leaves to grow healthily. Fertilizer made from rice and honey contains many essential nutrients, helps restore and promote weak, damaged orchids to quickly recover, stimulates the plant to sprout, branch, and develop comprehensively. You should apply this method every 2 weeks for the orchid to absorb best. Method 2. Use cotton soaked in the solution. Wipe the top and bottom of the orchid leaves thoroughly. This method helps the leaves to be clean, shiny, and healthy. The stomata on the leaves will open, the plant will photosynthesize better. At the same time, it has the same effect as foliar fertilizer. If you are new, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any tips on growing and caring for orchids. Helping the orchid leaves to always grow healthy and green. You can wipe the leaves 1 to 2 times a month. Method 3. Water this solution into the base and root area of the orchid pot. This fertilizer helps to retain moisture very well in the substrate, supports the orchid to grow healthily, especially in the dry season. It also creates favorable conditions for beneficial bacteria to grow, stimulates the roots to grow strong and healthy. thereby promoting the plant to sprout and bloom more brilliantly. The flowers will be brighter, larger, and last longer. Every 2 weeks, you water the orchid with this solution to supplement nutrients to help the plant grow comprehensively. After 1 to 2 months of using this fertilizer, the orchid will grow evenly with many new roots, green and healthy leaves. If you are patient and dedicated to taking care of them, one day you will have a garden full of orchids like mine. The plant will sprout and bloom more brilliantly than ever. This is a natural fertilizer. Very safe. You can use it to care for many different types of orchids. The orchid will produce many new flower branches. The flowers will bloom more brilliantly with many flowers on the same branch. Don't take your eyes off the screen yet. Next, I will continue to share with you a new organic fertilizer formula. After the beautiful flowers have finished blooming, many people wonder, how should I take care of my orchids to prepare for the next flowering season? In today's video, I will guide you through a natural fertilizer that will help your plants recover quickly, grow roots, and be ready to bloom next season. Each step is detailed, easy to do, and includes extremely useful tips that not everyone knows. Don't miss it. Let's turn your orchid into a healthy and resilient green warrior after the flowering season. To help you understand the video more easily, click on the gear icon in the right corner of the screen and select the appropriate language. Let's start with the shallots. The shallots are not only a familiar ingredient in the kitchen, but also a great natural medicine for orchids. Cut 1 shallot into thin slices and put them in a blender. When you puree purple onions and dilute them with water, then use them to wipe leaves, soak roots, or spray, the effect is really obvious. Kills all bacteria and fungi on the roots, the cause of root rot and leaf spots. Soothes and heals wounds after cutting roots or separating. Stimulates natural resistance, helping orchids withstand better in humid environments. Orchids, after being bathed with onion water, often become visibly greener. The leaves are shiny, and the roots begin to sprout as if they have been given more vitality. Add 0.5 liters of water and blend. Shallots contain sulfur compounds and natural amino acids that help. Antibacterial, kill mold that causes root rot, clean the living environment around orchid roots, help stimulate young roots to grow faster and stronger. Then filter the solution. Use 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. This is the magic medicine that helps orchids increase their resistance naturally. Add 500 milliliters of boiling water. Stir well and let stand for 1 to 2 hours to soak. Stir well and let stand for 1 to 2 hours to soak. After 1 to 2 hours, filter again and mix with shallot water. Add 2.5 liters of water to dilute, and you have a great orchid care solution. Method 1. Use cotton to absorb the solution and wipe the top and bottom of the orchid leaves. This method helps the leaves stay clean, beautiful, and shiny. When wiping orchid leaves with cinnamon powder water, you not only help clean dirt, but also create a natural antibacterial layer to prevent slugs, mealybugs, red spiders, and thrips. The stomata open, the plant absorbs light well and photosynthesizes more effectively. The effect is similar to foliar fertilization, helping the plant grow healthily. You should wipe the orchid leaves 1 to 2 times a month. Method 2. Water the solution into the orchid's base and roots. Have you ever fertilized orchids and found that the plants did not grow stronger, but withered? If so, you may have forgotten an extremely important step before fertilizing: watering the orchids first. Why do you have to water before fertilizing? Imagine orchid roots as a dry sponge. If you immediately pour a concentrated nutrient mixture on it, what will happen? That's right, that sponge will be shocked, even burned at the roots. This fertilizer keeps moisture in the substrate very well, helps plants grow healthily, especially in dry weather. At the same time, it creates conditions for beneficial bacteria to grow. Stimulates strong root growth, thereby helping the plant to sprout and bloom brilliantly. The flowers will bloom brighter, larger, and last longer. You should water the orchid with this solution every 2 weeks. Watering first has the following benefits: moistens the roots and substrate, helping the plant wake up and be ready to absorb nutrients. Helps the fertilizer penetrate evenly, not accumulate in one place, causing root burn. Reduces the risk of root rot, especially when you use chemical fertilizers or fertilizers containing mineral salts. Creates a safe environment, helping the plant absorb nutrients slowly, effectively, and sustainably. Method 3. Pour the solution into a spray bottle. In addition to American English, I also added voiceovers in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, and Korean to help you understand the video more easily. Click on the gear icon in the right corner of the screen and select the appropriate language. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what country you're watching from. It's great that we can connect with each other from all over the world. Spray mist onto each leaf and root of the orchid. This method helps clean dirt and repel harmful insects. Protect the leaves so that the plant can grow better. Fertilizer made from cinnamon and onion powder contains many important nutrients, helps restore and promote the rapid recovery of weak orchids, stimulates the plant to sprout, branch, and develop comprehensively. You should apply this method every 2 weeks. Hopefully, the above information will help you in the process of caring for orchids at home. If you find the video useful, please like and share it with your relatives and friends. Sincerely, thank you.